banks and all of that sort of thing.
But trash collection is happening, so that's excellent.
So there's police and military in front of the Palace of Justice. Really long line for Banco de la Nación. And I'm going to this other bank. And we will have to see how the lines are there.
Fortunately, they were not bad at all.
So the line for the main national bank is around 2 corners of the block. I managed to succeed in my mission at the other bank in under an hour, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of people out, and the word from the taxi driver that I had earlier was that in one of the districts out to the south, there was already a large march forming. Of course, it also looks like it's going to rain. The Palacio de Justicia, the Palace of Justice, the main courthouse, is open today with caution, but you can see that there are both police and army. People are still selling things. And although there is no mask mandate right at the moment, a lot of people have resumed masking because of concern about agglomerations. So government institutions are open today. RENIEC is the registry of civil status. Long line there, but not as long as at the bank. Everybody is clearly trying to get their business handled sooner rather than later. As for me, I am going to go across the street over here to the informal dollar changers and change some US dollars for soles, which these are the folks who usually give you the best rate.
He dejado mi R bonito ahí. Ahora estoy subiendo para arriba, escapándome. También hay congestión de San Miguel hacia Santa Rosa, la cultura de subida. Terrible está, colegas, ya creo los manifestantes que han subido Santa Rosa, acá me lo han cerrado, creo. Ya me quedé encarcelado acá.
Taxi drivers always have the latest news on what's happening where, and the protesters are coming up from San Jerónimo. They are already at Enaco, and we probably just have time to make it to the pharmacy where I'm trying to pick up about 2 months worth of meds just so that I don't even have to think about it. Everything is still normal here, but it won't be for long because the protesters are coming up, apparently a very large number of them, from San Jerónimo, and they're already at Enaco, and they have things shut down. And
this street is one of the major parade and protest routes, but it's not the only one. And you'll note that there are a lot of businesses closed up with their roll-up steel doors and everything because there was vandalism following protests.
Everything is pretty open right now on La Cultura, but probably not for long. We're shutting stuff down, they say, from people who are coming up from further south.
Happily, I was able to lay in a good stock of meds and supplies.
Normal by the university at the moment, but the taxi drivers are reporting a large group coming up this street. Not diabetic friendly, but delicious. And back home on the protest route, everything's still normal, even most shops open, so we'll just have to see.
I managed the market, Western Union, BCP. The pharmacy was actually 2 pharmacies, and new diabetes supplies, and then I got Papariena on the way home, and I'm home ahead of them reporting a large movement coming from the south. But even as things are returning very much to normal or staying fairly normal here in the neighborhood that I'm in, there's still news of blockades and disruptions elsewhere around the Cusco area. So what does all that mean? Well, it's too soon to say where things are going to go. Things are definitely more chill than they were last week, but it's still not back to normal. And depending on what's happening in the news and in Congress, things could go all kinds of ways still. People are plenty stressed out and worried about how things are going to go here coming up on Christmas without much in the way of opportunities to sell things that they've invested in without a lot of income, and with so much stuff canceled and closed, and with shortages of things that are coming in. So, it's still an open question, but it doesn't seem to be immediately dangerous here where I am at any rate. If this information is useful to you, like, follow, share, do all of that kind of stuff, and let me know. Drop me a line, leave me a comment. Let me know. It helps me decide if I'm going to keep doing this and to what level of detail.